class, what I told you is when you are trying to take this matrix multiplication, see there is a difference. One thing is when you are trying to take matrix chain and matrix multiplication, one thing you need to understand is whatever might be the thing that you are going to take, the time complexity will be n cube only. Then you might be getting a doubt, ma'am, why we are trying to take all these operations and all. See, when you wanted to perform operations, see why you got this n cube? No? Because see, when you are trying to take A into B into C, according to programming part, if you are trying to take, you basically write it as like this, right? This is for I. Within this, I have one more loop for J, and similarly, one more you have something like K, right? You're trying to write loop within loop, loop within loop. Whenever you're having something like this, according to the programming part, if you try to take, it gives it as n cube. Okay, as a whole, as programming part, because see, when you are talking about the time complexities, we always try to take the time complexities based on the operations that you are trying to take, right? How many number of times? And one more thing is it is dependent upon the number of input values that you are going to give. N is the input value. In this matrix chain multiplication, what we are trying to find out is if at all we wanted to perform this A into B, how many number of operations are required? See, always getting internally into the system, trying to find out how many number of CPU cycles are being taken. Everything that you are going to take over there is not possible. So what we try to take here, we try to concentrate on the order of the matrices that you are going to take here. Okay, based on these, see how you are going to write these loops. For example, assume for a while that I have represented this one as m, this one as n, and this one as something like p. What is the final thing that you are going to get? The number of operations will be what? M into n into p. See carefully, guys. I'm going a little bit into the concept now. Rather than taking all the values as I less than or for loop ela తీసుకుంటామా, here I less than or equals to n, you try to take it, right? So what did I do over here is, instead of taking the things in that way, I have taken A into B into C, right? See, the order of this one is what? M into n, right? Here what? N into P. Here some P into Q. You got something like this. Right, guys? So when you are trying to take these things, so how you are going to do the multiplication? You're going to follow the same concept of multiplication, right? So what is the thing here when you are trying to take this one? Here you are trying to take the same point. What is the common point here? N into n is the common point. Means what? According to the rule, what we try to take? The size of the column of one matrix must be equivalent to the size of the row here. So as that condition is satisfied, we are trying to put that one into n over here, right? If you are trying to take the programming part, I am trying to say n is the common one. So according to loop here, which is the common, that should come here, and this becomes p. So what happens here? What is the final destination matrix that you are going to get? You are going to get it as m into p. Right. So how you are going to get finally? Finally, you are going to get the number of operations are nothing but m into p into n, or whatever it is, m into n into p. If you are trying to take the matrix multiplication. So this is how You're trying to calculate here, that's it. The programming part, even though if you try to take, and rather than taking it as n, if you try to take it as n, you're going to get it as n cube. I did not take n value here. Here I have changed the values. Rather than taking it as n. Why we always try to represent n cube is, it says that all the order of the matrices, we are trying to take it as similar over here, that's it. But it's not necessary that we need to take this one. You can take it like m in m, p or n. But what happens here? I cannot take m into p into n and say like we go. Are you getting my point? We cannot take the time complexities in this way. If you are trying to take anything like n log n, that is fine. But I cannot directly take and say this is the complexity. So as to represent that one, we have taken every input as n and try to represent it that in the form of n cube. That's it. But actually this m into n into p is nothing but this itself. Okay, now see here, I'll try to give a small example. We have taken, see carefully guys, a into b. Okay, ma? When you have taken, I have taken this one as m into n. So the order of the matrix is mn and this is np. Right? So when you are trying to take it, what is the thing that you are going to get here? The same thing. Condition is satisfied. So according to this also, even according to the program also, if you are trying to take, the same you are going to get. So you are going to get it as m into, see this is the destination one. Whatever the output that you are going to get by multiplying a and b, you are going to get it as m cross c. Okay, and then you are trying to take it as n over here. This m into p into n is the one that we are calculating in this matrix chain multiplication. If you wanted to take this one, how I could write it? A matrix is 3 into 4. Okay, and B matrix is something like 4 into 6, something like this. So according to this, m into p into n or n cube, if I take all similar, I'll get 3 into 3 into 3. But that is not the case over here. So we are trying to take it as m into p into n. So what you are going to get? 3 by 6 is the final order of the matrix. And what is the one that is common in between? 4 is the common one. So by this I can say how many number of operations that we are going to perform when you are going to perform the matrix multiplication of A and B. Okay. So if you try to take the same, you can write that one in the form of a program also. Even if you try to write a program and wanted to find out how many number of operations, the simple logic you can write in this last loop, guys, try to put the count. Try to put the count value and trace it. You will get it. So what we will be getting over here, guys? 6 4s are 24. 24 into 3, how much, ma'am? How much?
72.
So here you are going to perform 72 operations. And if you really wanted to check whether it is taking 72 operations or not, you can put a count variable in your programming part and find it out. Give the same thing. Give the same order of A as 3 by 4. Give the order of B as 4 by 6 and try to see the total number of times that is getting executed. You can trace it. I think everyone is familiar with C programming, right, ma'am? You have come across tracing in that? Tracing idea undamma? Did anyone try tracing? Hello. Did anyone try tracing now? ట్రై చేశారా ఎప్పుడన్నా? లేదు అంటే ఏం లేదు. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంటెడ్ టు ట్రై ఇట్ అవుట్, ట్రై టు టేక్ పైథాన్. పైథాన్లో రాయండి ప్రోగ్రాము. రాసి యూ ట్రై టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద నంబర్ ఆఫ్ operations that you are going to do. Just put a count variable. You'll understand how we got this 72. This is for what? This is for only A into B. Right now? But if at all you are trying to take more number of matrices, how you are going to write it, that is very important. So when you try to take only 3 matrices, someone asked me a doubt, you are getting a confusion how to put the parenthesis. See guys, when you are trying to take, so something like this, A, B, C, something you have taken like this, 3 matrices you wanted to multiply. Okay, so how you are going to do this one? You are trying to take the base. See, first thing, what is this parenthesis going to say about this parenthesis is going to say which matrices are being paired up. That's it. So if you try to take first, I want to perform BC and then multiply that one into with A, means what? I'll try to take this B into C as X and then perform AX. Done. That is one way, and everything becomes Y over there. What is the other combination I could take? The only one combination along with this is what? I wanted to perform AB first and then multiply that one with C. So what we can take this AB output, let's take it as Y. Take it as YC. These are the only 2 possibilities that we have. That's it. If at all, there are only 3 matrices. But if you try to take 4 matrices, you are just trying out permutations and combinations, guys. You have something, no? When you get deep into the concept, you have something like this. I think you guys are familiar with this. Right? So what are these? This set remains the same, but you are trying to take the other combinations for 0 and 1. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Permutations and combinations you are going to take in this A, B, C, D also. So how you are trying to take now? A, B, C, D, right? So try out the combinations. In this one, what I can do? First thing what I can do? First, I'll try to pair up these 2 and these 2. Means what? First, I'll try to put the parenthesis here, like this parenthesis, and then I'm trying to go with all the things. This is one way where I try to take this one as X and this one as Y. That is the first representation. What about the other combination that I could try? Other combination I could try is, I'll try to take BC. But here the thing is, when I wanted to perform, if I try to take the parenthesis like this, BC is confirmed. But after BC, what you wanted to perform? You wanted to do with A or you wanted to do with D, the multiplication. So as to make that one clear, we are trying to put like this. Means what? This becomes our first combination. This becomes our second combination. And this becomes our last combination. That is second way of representing the things. What is the other way of representing? No, I wanted to go with another combination. What is that combination? First, I wanted to perform A into B and then do with C and then do with D. This is one combination. And similarly, if you try to take, what are the other combinations I could try here? Here I have taken D first, right? But the other case I'll try to go with another combination. BC I have taken, and I wanted to multiply that one with A first and then multiply that one with D. See, the order how you are trying to take that one is very important. See, whatever might be the output that you are going to get totally, you will get the same matrix output. But the thing that you need to understand is internally when you pair up the things, how you are going to pair up is very much important because that decides how many number of operations are basically required to go with it. That is how you are trying to take it, guys. At least did you get an idea? Like what is what, how we are going to put up these parentheses? Just an idea, that's more than enough.
Can we know how many maximum possible parentheses we can?
But in this one, as we are taking it as ABCD, but the maximum number of combinations that we could get is only 5. But if you keep on increasing, no, like the number of matrices that you are going to use, for example, if I take something like E also, here it tries to get more number. And one more thing, there is no formula to decide how many number of parentheses you can approve with this. You need to try out all the things. One time I'll try BC, then D. If you exactly want the number of uh, combinations that you are going to get, I'll let you know in the next class. I might check for the formula for this also, like because till now there is no formula like that. How many number of combinations you are going to get? Yes, ma. Anything else? At least did you understand how we are pairing up the things in this case? You wanted to take one value and do it, or is this okay how we have done it? Answer, ma. Pairing is okay, or shall we do one thing with the values? Oh. Huh? Yes, ma. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, so in the next
Yes, ma'am.
class, okay, ma. So what we'll try to do is, in the next class, I will again explain one of the, here I have just explained how we are going to take up the parentheses, but in the next class starting, we'll try to solve 2-3 problems in matrix multiplication only, and then we'll move on to the next topic, okay? Because the next topic that we are going to discuss, OBST, is very, very important, okay? And one more thing, you be open to me, otherwise I cannot say what you require. Is the point clear? Normally silence, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
Nine
ma'am.